Well, just coming up to 8:45 in the evening here in Paris. We're going to move on now with a look at how some of today's top news stories are being seen online and on social media. James Creedon joining me. Hello there.
Hi, Catherine.
Let's start off with Donald Trump. He's just arrived in Mexico. He's been invited there by the president. And this visit has surprised quite a lot of people because of what Donald Trump has had to say in the past about Mexicans.
That's right. I think the New York Times sums it up well in this headline where they say Donald Trump to visit Mexico after more than a year of mocking it. He has indeed been very critical of, in particular, illegal immigrants from Mexico, referring to them as rapists and criminals. Indeed, even though he was invited by Enrique Peña Nieto, the president, a former president, Vicente Fox, has said Trump is not welcome here. Words echoed by Margarita Zavala, former First Lady and a presidential hopeful, who also said, you may have been invited, but you know that you are not welcome. I suppose that is not to be or to be expected, really, given what he has said. Quite a lot of hashtags mocking what many presume will be not a very warm welcome by some. Hashtag Trump's Mexico trip sayings. Please pick a colour for your side of the wall. By the way, you're paying for the paint also. This in reference to Donald Trump's repeated calls for a wall to be built between Mexico and the United States, despite how ever impractical or difficult that might be. And even he went so far as to say that Mexico should pay for that wall. What other hashtags do we have? Should I address you, Mr. Presidente, or as a Democrat would say, Señor Taco Bowl. So just various people mocking what they imagine Trump might say, given that he's not the most diplomatic of politicians on occasion. Busted. Donald Trump deleted this tweet attacking Jeb Bush over his Mexican wife. This is just an example of the many controversies surrounding his attitude to Mexico and Mexicans. Indeed, he has been extremely critical. He has, although, despite saying all that, he has been trying to reverse that and put in place a sort of a charm offensive. This tweet is an illustration of that. The best taco bowls are made in the Trump Tower Grill. I love Hispanics. So as he has done with the African-American vote, where he was polling at 0% in certain states, and he is now promising that he will win 95% of the African-American vote in 4 years, he is also trying to launch a charm offensive towards the Latin American community and Mexicans in particular, which does seem like quite a difficult task. I mean, you could say that all of the negative talk about minorities perhaps helped him to get the nomination, and now indeed it looks like he's changing his tune in a bid to appeal to a broader base.
Is it a bit too much of a U-turn? We'll have to wait and see what he says after he's been to Mexico, of course. James, you've also been looking at the online buzz, and there has been plenty of it in the aftermath of Dilma Rousseff's impeachment.
That's right. For Dilma Rousseff supporters, this is quite simply a coup, and you can see the hashtag no coup in Brazil, even though, of course, the vote has now taken place. So for those who think it's a coup, the coup has taken place. But you have graphics such as this placing Dilma Rousseff in historical sort of context, if you like, saying that this is just the latest of a series of coups in Brazil's modern history. Help us save democracy, no coup in Brazil. Retweet if you say no coup in Brazil, and stand in solidarity with those struggling for democracy. That's from Britain's Ken Livingstone. What else do we have? Graphics also going up showing Dilma Rousseff with quotes saying that it is a permanent struggle to protect and defend democracy, and so some people sharing those images today. But for others, this is quite simply a day of freedom. It is a day when democracy has won and Dilma Rousseff has been ousted, and indeed some saying that she needs to change her profile photo on her official Facebook page to something more like this. And others, again, under the hashtag impeachment day, just I think happy that the process is over, because it has been so long and so drawn out that many were just lamenting it. Just quickly, a few other tweets on it. Some saying that, as with other Jimi Hendrix and others, Brazilian democracy is dead now at 27 years of age.
Goodness, quite a range of reaction there.
Indeed, totally divergent discourses on social media.
All right, thanks very much. James Creedon there with Media Watch.